James Vincent, one of the teachers from Vincent Music. I'm going to take you through a tutorial of pentascales. We're going to start looking at the D pentascale and the A pentascale. Well, first we'll look at the C pentascale. There's a pentascale's basically 5 notes with a pattern between each note. So there's a pattern where we call, if you know what a tone and a semitone is, a tone is one note to another note, but there's actually another note in between. So like C to D has a black note in between. D to E has a black note in between. So a tone is actually 2 steps up if you're counting black and white notes. Now a note to the very next note we call a semitone. E to F is a classic example, as is B to C. Also, any white note to a black note next door is what we call a semitone. There's a very sort of dissonant sound played together. So anyway, the pattern of a pentascale goes tone, tone, semitone, tone. So basically all tones except between notes 3 and 4 is your semitone. Or what we know as the beginning of a major scale, the first 5 notes. So anyway, after we do that, you can apply that to other notes. There's actually 12 other pentascales on the piano. You've got C, D, E, F, G, A, B, which are all your white note ones, and then you've got your black notes. C sharp, E flat, F sharp, A flat, and B flat. And just by knowing this pattern, you can work out everything you need, any pentascale you want to, which is kind of handy. Now I'm just pulling from this book here, from the Piano Adventures Adult All-in-One course. We go to page 114, 115. We start looking at some pentascales. I'm just trying to see what the most useful thing is. So if you start with D and A, which is quite good, after knowing C, it's got that black note in the middle. If you just look at your right hand, that's going to be on your 3rd finger. So the D pentascale, 3rd finger's on F sharp. And the black note's right in the middle. As with the A scale, the black note's right on the 3rd finger again, for that C sharp. So there's a couple of little patterns here. So if we do C and G together, they're all white notes. If you do D and A together, it's got the black note in the middle. So already 4 of the pentascales have patterns that you can see. And what else are some obvious ones? These get a little bit the same. Oh yeah, here we go. So if we do F sharp and C sharp, they have, actually no, they're a bit different. What did I mean there? Sorry, let's go D flat and A flat. So they are all black notes with a white note in the middle. So D flat, A flat, both have that white note right down the middle. Everything else is a little bit unique, not quite the same, but 6 of them are. C, G, then D and A are paired up, and then D flat and A flat are paired up. And your other outside ones are things like E flat, which is black, white, white, black, black. B flat, black, white, white, black, white. F sharp has the 4 black notes and the white notes on the 4th for this one. But as we go through, we can. There's some handy patterns, but basically it goes tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, tone. Those 4 little gaps help to work out what that pentascale is. And it's good to do things like practice around every one you can think of or do. 12 pentascales there. And the back of this book here, they've actually got it written out for you. This Piano Adventures book. So 176, 177. You've got all the scales to practice on both hands. So a little exercise will sound something like this. For C, for G major, and so on. It's good to go around all the keys and get familiar with them. Very useful. Anyway, there's a little pointer tutorial on pentascales.